Chat, we are early today, and you know what? That's okay. What's crack-a-lackin', chat? Long time no see. Last stream, internet decided to crash out on us, so we ended that one early. But we back in action. And we're ready to rock and roll, I guess. I don't know what else to say, but we're here. What is going on? We're gonna, I think, start. I don't really want to know what I want to do today, actually. We do have the deck we started with last time, which was blue steel. However, I'm not entirely sold on it, but we do have a whole sideboard and stuff made for it. So I thought we might as well try it out again. We'll play our 5 games, our 5 matches, and then we got some other kind of half-brewed things that I just like whipped together because I wanted to have a list for them, but they're not really tickling my fancy, I guess you could say. But that's okay. But we will set up for that. So we'll start with, we're going to start with this list, which is Blue Steel. Based on the modern deck by Zach Elsick, which is very old. And then we'll go from there. Just doing a little bit of housekeeping on a few things. Right now. All right. So, anyways, this is Blue Steel. If you're not familiar with the original by Zach Elsick, it looks pretty similar to something like this. So the main card is Grand Architect, which is a 1/3 for 3 blue creatures, get +1/+1. You can turn an artifact blue until end of turn, and then you get to tap blue creatures to add 2 mana to your mana pool, which can be used for artifacts. So it's kind of an artifact based list. However, it's recently gained Urza Saga, which we don't have. But it has Lodestone Golem as a beater and taxer, plays Reality Chip. It plays a pair of creatures that reduce the cost of artifacts. This one plays Mausoleum Wanderer alongside Thousand Face Shadow, which is interesting. Walking Ballista, since you can tap all your creatures to put counters on it. We don't have that either. Smuggler's Copter is sweet because it filters your draws. Beater in the air, but it also pairs well with Throne of the God Pharaoh, which is a 2-mana artifact that says beginning your end step, each opponent loses life equal to the number of tapped creatures you control. So for the modern version, you can tap your creatures to just float mana, and then they lose life. You could use your creatures to crew Smuggler's Copter, they lose life. You can attack, they lose life. You can use them to convoke things, they lose life. So it's got a lot of cool sort of artifact synergies without actually being an artifact based deck. And you'll also see this played a lot with like the Pilipala. Pilipala grows infinite with Grand Architect, and sometimes you'll see like infinite combo there, but we don't have that either. So this is our version, which is something. We're playing 8 creatures at the 1-drop slot for disruption. So Mausoleum Wanderer and Judge's Familiar, they sack to counter spells. We're testing out Synthesizer Labship from Edge of Eternities, which just gives you a 2/2 flyer during your combat, and then you can station it up to 9. It becomes a 4/4 flyer with Vigilance. Our pair of creatures that ramp us into artifacts is Renowned Weaponsmith, which adds 2 mana and can find you irrelevant cards. And we're also playing Enthusiastic Mechanaut, which is just a 2/2 artifact flyer that makes artifacts cost 1 less. We do have Throne, we do have Copter, we're also playing the Reality Chip. We have one Unctus, which is basically Grand Architect, but bad. Gives blue artifact creatures +1/+1. Blue creatures, whenever they become tapped, you could draw a discard, and then you can turn something blue for a Phyrexian blue mana. Not great, but a decent blocker, and becomes somewhat relevant. We added 4 Urza. We have Lodestone Golem, and then we're jamming Kappa Cannoneer as our top end simple mana base. And then we have a full sideboard, which I'm not, like, impressed with, but we're just gonna wing it, chat. There's no rules. The music's pumping. And we're just gonna play some blue cards. That's our first deck. We have another Labship deck based around that core we've been playing a lot with. Tamiyo, Thopterus, Landlore here, and Emery. And then we also play Mox Amber, but now we get Labship, Baleful Strix, and Cannoneer. This deck actually is pretty fun. Don't know how it will do. We have a Slivers deck with Mox Jasper, Consult the Star Charts Oracle, and a Loxabot build that I wanted to test, featuring Hardlight Containment, Inquisitor, and Lumen Class Frigate, chat. But we'll get there. Or we might just play something completely different. Who knows? But let's start best of 3. I am fairly certain this deck's not going to do great. But, you know, that's the whole point of the Jank Tank, chat. We're supposed to explore ideas and see what we can make of them. And that's what we're going to do. Ooh, we're on the play, chat. Sounds pretty good. But, what did I just see on Twitter? Amy the Amazonian was like, can we stop spoiling Spider-Man cards for 1 second? I just want to play with my spaceships. And I am feeling the same way, chat. Decent draw. I think we're just gonna jam Mechanaut here. Swing for 1. We do have Judge's Familiar against his removal spells. We played this in, shoot. We played it in Timeless, this package of Judge's Familiar and Wanderer in our blue prison shell with, like, Frost Giant and stuff, and I, like, loved it. We also played it in a mono blue Devotion shell in Historic, and I had a great time jamming these 1-drops. You're gonna bounce my Mechanaut. You got it, Super Chief. We'll counter his Spell Pierce. Swing for 1, takes 1 off the throne. Pretty good. Labship's pretty good as well. Let's play Wanderer. Opponent did not find their land. Neither did we, to be fair. We're not going to crew the Labship. Actually, we probably will end of turn. Just going to put a stun counter on that. We're going to crew this. And then he'll lose 2 automatically. Opponent might be on like a blue-black flash list. Swings for 2, puts us down to 16. Another Judge's Familiar. Opponent only has blue here. Which, I mean, they might have Fading Hope, but we're just going to throw it on the Throne of the God Pharaoh and swing for 2. Does it count itself? It does. Because it sees itself. That's pretty cool. So we're just chilling here. There's our Verge. We're going to try and jam this Mechanaut. We'll crew it up. I don't think I'm going to light it up. I'm just going to keep the Judges familiar. So I feel like the Throne is actually putting in pretty decent damage here. Opponent takes 3 this turn, goes to 8. I think we're going to bring in our own... I mean, they're also... whatever, but out of the sideboard, I think we just want to bring in our own flashy interaction. So we're going to probably grab Counterspells, Kira, and Tidebinder. Opponent starts swinging at us for 4. And he's going to shuffle away. Interesting. Let's fire up the Throne. Go to 5, drain for 2, put him at 3. We can Labship the Seat of the Synod next turn, but it might be worth it. Okay, yeah. Alright. First game was fine. I think they're on blue-black flashy control of some sort. So we're going to bring in Tidebinder, Kira, and this. I think Lodestone Golem is going to be great. We're going to drop the Untus. I really like the Wanderers there. We'll probably drop a Weaponsmith. Could probably drop a Urza, a Mechanaut. Because we're just trying to have to, like, jam through interaction, you know? So I think we're just going to play something like that. Consign to Memories. I don't know if we need them, but we'll see. Chai down milkshake. It's very yum. Edge of Eternity, Standard Ladder. Heck yeah. What do we got? Smuggler's Copter. I'm not feeling it. I like this hand quite a bit. Hopefully we can get this Lodestone Golem. That'd be nice. Make sure we start on the Shockland. But, I don't know. Judges Familiar and Wanderer, just having, like, a literal Manatize stapled to a 1-drop flyer feels pretty good. He might cut down something here. Flood Pit's Drowner maybe taps the Weaponsmith. Might shuffle that away. It does not. Good for us. See if he lets me keep this Throne. Just Spell Pierce. We're just gonna let that happen. Swing for 1. Flashes in Cutthroat. So we were right. He's a blue-black flash list. See if we can play this Golem. Probably want to play that off the Weaponsmith, but it tapped us like that. See if he has Counterspell. He does not. Might have a Fading Hope or a Flood. We will swing for 1. Brazen Borrowers. We'll let that do its thing. It's probably gonna be real tough to be on the play against, or on the draw against this guy. Let's see if we can land it again. We can. See if he has interaction to get rid of it again. Flood Pit's Drowner. Always has it. Taps our Golem. We do have Kira here. Plus Judge is familiar. So we have blocker for Borrower. We might have to sack this Weaponsmith, put it in front of the Cutthroat. Debating whether or not I want to we're not gonna attack. We'll chill for a second. A land off the top would be sick. Don't know if we're gonna get that though. That's very good for us. Hold on to it. But, chat, I just hit the wrong button. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go into game 3. Consign to Memory seems kind of hot. That's just Basilisk Collar, to be honest. Ay, ay, ay. What am I doing, chat? You didn't see that. Also, I'm very early today, so there's no one here to hang out with me. I'm just by myself. Do we have a counterspell? Oh, they always do. Has the 3rd land. Let's play our Mechonaut. Essence Scatter, interesting. I think I want to crew and crew. We'll swing for 2. you know, I guess it's called station, but we'll station the lab ship, use the last ship to get the other one going. Good draw for us. We'll play Urza. If we can, we will station the other one. Cool. And then hopefully we can just start swinging for 4 every turn. We have second Urza in hand. We might see a flash in here. Might bounce the token or just play a Flood Pit Sea Dasher. That works too, chat. Let me go throw this in the other room. X have creature control and your graveyard. Interesting. That card does not seem very good. Let's spin for 5. And just start getting free spells, I guess. Yeah, you got it, Super Chief. The cool part is we can make this into a 6/6. Swing for 8 in the air. I'm gonna go throw this out. But I'm just going to the other room. We'll pass. Or no, we don't really need a crew. Hey, chat. Even though we bundled the button press, we got there. Whoa. We're back. All right, not too shabby. And we got a pack, chat. You know I love packs. Space-time anomaly. Wonderful. All right. Cool. We are up a game. Pretty sure that won't continue, but we are currently 1-0 with blue steel. Labship felt really good there. We didn't even see our sideboard cards, really. So that is pretty cash money, chat. Yeah, this hand's decent. Double Throne doesn't feel great, but we have something to play and discard. Seems like we're against some gates, which sucks for us. I think we'll definitely play this copter. We're gonna counter that. And just try and set him back a little bit. Let's play the copter, and then next turn we can Throne, Wanderer, Crew, swing 3, he drains. That was a good draw too. Let's get rid of this other copter. Or I'm sorry, this other Throne. And then we'll dig for another land to set up this Urza. Nice. And then we can even Urza, tap Throne, play Wanderer. So we have double backup there, which feels pretty good. Make a construct. So let's do this for this. Play second one of those. And then let's just, we might as well tap this and play the synthesizer, right? And then we can crew this. And then that lets us turn Copter into a creature and swing with the Wanderer. We'll draw and discard just for funsies. And then he takes 5. Chad, that's pretty good. That was a sweet turn. Wow. That was a sweet opening start. Hi, Pika. Chat, my cat's down here. Holy moly. That's like the kind of stuff we want to see every game. But, not really how it works. Okay, I think we're gonna bring in the counter spells. We know they more than likely have Gates Ablaze. I want to bring in the Tidebinders. Golem's probably good. We probably don't really need Unctus nor the Reality Chip. We're kind of just like aggressive here. Actually, let's keep Unctus if we're being aggressive. Wormcoil Engine also is decent against a board wipe. We could probably drop a Labship, drop an Urza, drop a Copter. Maybe drop one Smith. Who is it? Hi. Oh. Whoa. Chat. This is Pika, and she's being very loud right now. Hi. I know. Go play. This hand's okay. We at least have Wander into Counterspell. And we will happily counter that. Okay, I like the Urza that we just picked up. We're gonna hold on to Counterspell, I think. Don't know if that's the right move, but we don't have an artifact to really mess with, so we're just gonna chill. There's the Maze's End. We will counter the Guild Summit for surezies. Do find Judge's familiar. Let's just play Urza, swing for 1, and then we'll play second Judge's Familiar. If we get Gates Ablaze, we get Gates Ablaze, right? Spelunking. It's not good for us. Okay, good news is he did not play a red source. We get to play Labship. Let's start spinning off the top. Throwing the Godfair was a great freaking draw. Swing all. Goes to 10 and then takes 4. Goes to 6. Dead next turn. Has to have the Gates Ablaze. Or Prime Time. Does he have enough to chain things together? Peter, chill out. Gains 3, goes to 9. Does he have another land? No, he already played land for hand. Kappa Cannoneer is hot. Let's go Smith. He's just dead, right? If we go Smith, and then we station this to turn, we can turn that into a flyer. He takes 8 and then he dies to throne. Or we can just station. Just to, you know, hit him for a little extra. Nice! Chat, that was actually, that first game was sweet, but the second game played very well. Pika, chill out. You're so loud. Chat, I wonder, can you hear her? Just like screaming. Jeez Louise. Pika, why are you so loud? All right, let's go into match number 3. We're 2-0 so far. Not too shabby of a start. Haven't faced anything real yet. I don't really think Gates is a real deck. Kinda. It's playable, but not great. Just like our deck, you know what I mean? Playing against David. Hello, David. How the heck are you? Throw the Dod Pharaoh makes me want to play like a green-black Elves deck with like Shaman of the Pact, tap all your creatures, Shaman them, and then thrown them end of turn. We will counter that, sir. Give me a red source. Oh, chat, we're good at this game. Very nice. Hopefully that doesn't just die and we can get a copter going. It's definitely gonna die though. Fading Hope. Okay, I'll take that. Let's just replay, and we get a Spire here, which is good. Pass back to opponent. We get to drop an Urza next turn, and then swing for 5, hopefully. Vivi Onetia. That's not going to be fun for us, but we do get to play this Urza. Crew here. And swing for 5. Let's discard another land. Smack here. Might be against a kind of storm list. You don't really see them play Melt Through, though, which is interesting. Resolve that. Does this counts as a mana ability? Yes. So Tidebinder does not turn it off, as far as I know. As does Pithing Needle. Fading Hope's my... yeah. Not looking great for us, chat. Good news is he hasn't hit any, like, cantrips. He's just trying to building up mana. Cryo Shatter. Very interesting. Opponent's definitely on a budget version of this deck. We will block. Just to get rid of that. It's not doing anything. We'll play second Urza. Opponent plays Killed Fiend and passes. Very nice. Let's go like this. Let's crew this. And we'll swing in the air. I like Lodestone Golem quite a bit. Thank you. Smack for 3. And pass back. Hopefully he just draws a land. Finds a Phoenix Chick. You got it. Swing at us with Chick and Vivi. We will pass back. Let's play Lodestone Golem, Spire, and let's swing back for 3. Now we can block the Chick with Copter. He plays second Chick. There's also a chance we want to... okay, so he's gonna do that, which is fine. We're gonna crew this. And we're gonna block here. And we will draw and discard. Don't need a land, thank you. Do we just want to spin Urza here? I think we do. Find second Lodestone Golem, that's hot. I think we'll just swing with these two. Force a block. Just takes 9. Okay. Good for us. Very nice. Vivi's definitely a mana ability, right? Yeah, let's bring in Collar, Wormcoil, Kira, and double counter spell. He's just some really bad prowess version list. We'll drop Untis, we'll drop a Mechanaut, we'll drop a Smith. I like Labship here. We can probably drop an Urza and a Cannoneer. Yeah, let's do something like that. Urza coming in clutch there. That was a great top deck. I'm impressed. Yeah. I like this hand quite a lot. Opponent, turn 1, that. Hopefully we can get a Weaponsmith down turn 2 here. Might have to just play second Wanderer, we'll see. Kiln Fiend, you got it. Let's put something on the board that could kill a Kiln Fiend if he doesn't pump its toughness. So we're gonna play the Mechanaut instead. Might see a VV here, might see a piece of removal. VV instead. Find an Urza. Do we just want a Weaponsmith here? Or do we Throne plus Wanderer? No, we gotta start ramping toward... we can play second Mechanaut and Throne. And swing for 5. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I like that. VV Curiosity. Devoted Duelist is not a good card. He really doesn't draw into anything there? Does this have prowess? No. Interesting. Let's just try and trade out the Kiln Fiend. He might just melt through us or something. Full bore, yeah. We will counter that. And at least trade his Kiln Fiend out. I mean, he could easily draw into something else here, but... Boom, 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 boom. Kills second Mechanaut, and not the one blocking his Kiln Fiend. Does he have another? No. Okay. That's tough for us. We lose both our Mechanauts, but... Interesting. Find a Labship. Being stuck on 2 lands does not help our case here, chat. It's crazy though, right? He's got Curiosity VV and he's not just winning outright. I mean, he can just go off here, but I think that's funny. That's all he's got? Okay. Chat, we're dead. 2 lands is not good for us. Go game 3. How many lands are we playing? 22. But we are playing 4 cost reducers. Could need to go up. We'll see. This is only match 3. Bum, 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 bum. Which of the 2 Eldrazi decks do you think is stronger? Also, hello, Frozen. How are you? I know the Gruul one is basically... The Gruul one plays Line Breaker, right? This hand is spicy, but we're going to try it out. I personally think the Simic one is better. I mean, they're both just really good, right? You know what I mean? They're both kind of nutty. But I personally like the Simic one for Ugin's Binding. I think that gives you a little more hedge against some other things, but... The green-red... Where's, like, a... Historic green-red Eldrazi. I know their win rates are actually kind of nutty. Why is opponent not attacking? We don't know. We're going to play this. And we're just going to chill for a turn. See if he plays VV and counter it. I mean, having Both having access to micro spawn is good. Plus rumble. We're gonna counter his VV. Thank you very much. But the green-red version doesn't really play like... It doesn't get Null Drifter. And then the top end for... Does the green-red version play Ugin at the top end? I don't know off the top of my head. I apologize. We're gonna play Familiar. This Golem's gonna do a lot for us. It doesn't even make sense for us to try and equip, right? It's just an opinion with Fanatical. But the green-red one has more of like a land destruction vibe. Is it playing... They're both playing micro spawn. What are we doing? Curiosity. Are you going to ping my Familiar? You are. I am going to sack to do that. We also... Actually, I think we might just drop Cannoneer next turn. Did he just pay for that? Hello? Why are players so interesting? I will say Writhing Chrysalis is pretty good. I saw someone... What else did they get? They can play Kozilek's for turn 2. We're just going to jam a Copper Cannoneer. Unless opponent's also playing a counterspell. But hopefully a loads Mechanaut into Golem next turn should hopefully be enough to slow opponent down. As he has his second VV. But even with that, I think Lodestone Golem will be enough to slow him down. There's a few people playing. Alright, cool. So let's go Mechanaut, Trader, Golem, Trader, and then we'll swing for 7. Eldrazi Panza. Flash Raker is pretty good too. I will say I fucking love World Breaker though. You're telling me you can micro spawn into a World Breaker? That's disgusting. That's so gross. I don't know. I think it might just be meta dependent. I personally still enjoy the Simic version. But, I don't know. I think any flavor of Eldrazi is just kind of busted right now. What are we doing? We are fading, hoping my Mechanaut and not my Golem. Why? That is my question, chat. Why are we doing that? Because he has a second one? Wouldn't you rather do the Golem first and then the Mechanaut? No, you are... Why? Chat, why are we playing Mockingbird in our VV deck? Opponent, what are we doing? Alright, opponent's at 13. We have a 7-7. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get there, but... We find the Basilisk Collar. That's what... That's definitely worth it, right? We attach this to Cannoneer. Yeah. There's no way we can... Yeah. That's disgusting. Equip, make an 8/8 lifelinker. Did we play our land? I'm sorry. Yeah, we did. Swing, take him down to 5, and we gain 8, go to 18. I mean, there's certainly a chance opponent can deal 18 damage to us with a VV, but we at least take 6 in the air, go to 12. He only has 2 cards in hand. Obviously, it sucks if one of those is able to get rid of Cannoneer, but he full bores us. Goes to 4. Full bores again. We go to 16, 7. We go down to 4. He's still dead next turn. And then he has 1 draw to see if he finds it. He certainly could kill us, chat. Certainly could kill us. He only needs a couple spells. I hope it's just a land. Unsummon. That doesn't do it. That does not do it. We get to Seat of the Synod. We get to Mechanaut. We get to Golem. Basilisk Collar is nutty. Is it better than Shadow Spear? Maybe not. But it's certainly good. I just don't think opponent knows what our cards do. GG. Not too shabby, chat. 3-0. Wow, chat. Kind of digging it right now. So far, so good. Definitely some mistakes here or there on my part. My bad, but I will say our opponents are not on the best decks I've ever seen in my life. But that's okay, chat. Don't those spaceships in that thing look like lightsabers? Ooh, this hand is weird. It's very slow. And this only has 1 land. Chat. Oh, God. Okay, sure. We'll keep 1 of each. Jesus. We're gonna lose, chat. Okay, okay. We'll take that. We're on a woodland. Urza's Cave. Aftermath Analyst. Spicy. Beseech. Interesting. What are we playing Beseech for, chat? Just to find Scapeshift? It's cool. I like it. I like it. Let's play our Lodestone Golem. Four mana Urborg into Spelunking. Chat, I don't think I've seen Golgari's Scapeshift. I like it. Spicy. We're gonna get prime timed. Oh, he's playing Calling Ritual. That's cool. This is Scapeshift deck guy. I feel like I've definitely seen Lord Servant. Is he in Discord? Who am I thinking of? He's in Discord, isn't he? Yeah. Gotcha. Cool. Chat, look, we're meeting a celebrity. We know this guy. And we're about to get spelunked out of our mind. Lotus Shift. Is this like the Pioneer version? With Splendid, Vessel. Yeah. Spicy. I like it, sir. These decks are always so cool. Who was I just watching? Young Dingo? He was playing Primetime on Modern. Drawing and discarding. This deck is so cool. I also think we have the whole thing. If we wanted to play it on stream one day. I might not have... I'll have to see how many calling rituals we have. But we definitely have everything else. What's his main win con? A wish for something? Is he playing... Or is he playing Dread Presence? We could counter that, but he has the mana, obviously, so doesn't really do anything for us. Does he play Dread Presence, or is he playing Spitfire Legat? Gotcha. And then he could get Torment of Hellfire. Interesting. Finds a bunch of Lotuses. Taps, taps, taps. Does he woodland into Aftermath? And then brings that all back. Yep. I like it. I just want to watch it go off. See, this is the kind of stuff Jank Tank's about. Look how cool this deck is. I mean, look at all the stuff he gets to do. We're just going to let him do it. This is so cool. Not that we have anything to do against it, but I'm just saying. Super duper dope. Does he not? Has he found an acquisition yet? He also plays like Assemble the Team, right? Ooh, our internet's being a little slow, chat. Dropping a few frames here or there. That's okay. This deck's so cool. Oh, he's playing Vigorous Farming. I like that. And Burgeoning. This looks updated. He's not playing either of those in that list you sent, right? Very cool, very cool. We haven't played with Burgeoning yet. I saw someone playing red-green land destruction with that 3-mana spell. That it finds you a forest, a mountain, and a non-forest mountain. So you can like if those are the only things in your deck, you can just find Strip Mine for 3 mana every game. I think we're just waiting for opponent to find their win con, or he's just setting up for that torment, you know. There it is. I want to see what he kills me with. I'm gonna assume torment. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we see some updates here. That's pretty sweet. Creatures doesn't... Does Shifting Woodland doesn't target, right? Oh, it does. Graftator's Cage... Oh, no. Can't enter the battlefield. Sorry, never mind. Doesn't matter. I think we'll bring in Tiebinder, Needle. We'll bring in whatever. And then... Does Consign to Memory do anything here? I don't think so. Counters his Lotus Field activation. Let's drop the Urza. We'll drop the Cannoneer, because I feel like if we're winning, it's not off the back of our big plays, because we're just going to have to try and stay low to the ground here. That's funny. We'll drop it on this too. So that's cool. Very cool. Yeah, he's in Discord. We're talking to him. Now I feel bad. We brought like a squirt gun to his gunfight. Brought a squirt gun to his gunfight, chat. Hate to see it. I should ask for his... well, I guess I don't want to be... I don't know if he's prepping for anything, so I don't want to ask him for his deck list, but it'd definitely be a cool one to highlight for him. We kept a land with nothing in terms of sideboard hate. So if our opponent... If Servant just wants to keep jamming, we're going to just let him keep jamming. Mechana on top's fine. We at least get to drain for 2, but... Lotus Field. Sacks a couple lands. Calling Rituals us. Is it worth us trying to... I mean, they're gonna die anyways, so we might as well... we might as well drain him from a couple mana, right? We get to keep our reality. Oh no, it's... I'm sorry, 2 or less. Splendid Reclamation. Hot! And then he can just go off from here, right? He doesn't quite have Shifting Woodland yet, but he's only 1 type away, so... This deck's nutty. That gives him all types. We did see him dump the acquisition in the yard. Which makes me... Either he's playing more than 1 or he has a main deck something. Copy... Doesn't copy anything yet. But, I mean, we're in a bad place. We're not doing anything here. Second Rumble. Opponent's playing Duress. What else? Nothing. He does have... Oh, he doesn't have Beseech mana up, but he's close. I got nothing. Let's let him do his thing. I believe. Heart of the cards, Yugi. Go off, King. Second Splunking. Gets to at least draw a card. Besiege you. Smack for 2. Down to 10, baby. We got him on the ropes. Not really. Oh, it's got a little blue splash Runo. Shape Shift. That can go get him what? You can at least get an Urza's Cave. Can we build... We'll see how much of his deck we actually see, but we might be able to just build our... Mystic Sanctuary! That's sweet. Does he have a way to draw it? Yeah, Peatland. That's cool. And then he can do it again and bring back... Wow! This deck's so cool, chat. Beautiful. This deck's so sick. Sanctuary is sweet tech, chat. He had what, that? Enter as that. Very cool, very cool. Brought in duresses against us. Wow. Does he play Minstrel? Or is he just on Spelunking and Vigorous Farming? I would assume he's just on... He's trying to play as little creatures as possible. Ooh, a little Lumra action. Fuck yeah. Ooh, he's on Valdraw Slayer. Chat, this deck's so hot. So hot, dude. Maybe he'll Banefire us. Beseech gets him Mastermind's Acquisition. He's very fast at playing it too. Oh, Sabotender, nice. And then he goes and gets like Shapeshifter Reclamation. I mean, you can just cast the one in his hand, but this at least guarantees the kill. Beautiful. Deck is so sweet. But yeah, you're right, Frozen. This deck's actually crazy fast. I mean, it's turn 6, but he was doing nutty things from the start. Ooh, credit token. That's cool. Help kill faster. I like that a lot. I mean, he could have found Aftermath Analyst. He can find so much here. Beseech is really sweet. We played, I mean, we played... This was before we got any cool cards like Lumra and stuff, but like maybe like a year ago, a couple of years ago, we played a Valka Exploration list with Scapeshift and Reclamation. Lord, I don't know if you want me to, do whatever, but I am gonna just scroll through this a little bit, because I feel like, I don't think I can play it as fast as him, but at least we got some of that on video, if we want to come back and mess with it. Wow. Okay. GG, Servant. That was sweet. I just enjoy... See, like, that's the kind of combo deck that I will happily sit there and watch you go off, because it's just so... Like, the amount of different utility lands that deck plays was sweet. We saw Mystic Sanctuary. We saw him, you know, Urza's Cave. We saw him make a copy of Saboteur, and... Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice. Ooh, not good, chat. Sure. Who is it? Hi, Pika. You're back. Hello. Bird of paradise. Ooh, I guess we could play Copter. No, we'll just play Weaponsmith. It's fine. That way we can Copter and then Mechanaut next turn. One's on Evolving Wilds. Oh, we find a wire anyways. Let's go here first. And then we can Copter into Throne. And then we can tap the Mechanaut and at least drain for 2 to start. And then next turn we can play Cannoneer. Kind of want to improvise this. Let's draw and discard. Golem is sweet here. Second Cannoneer is pretty sweet. I think we're still just gonna jam Golem. We're at 20, so let's just keep tapping and swinging. We can get rid of the Spire. He goes to 5, takes 4, goes to 1. Dead on next board. We don't even have to swing here if we don't want. But we will. Okay, they're mono green, but they're playing something. They do have triggered abilities, which is interesting. Kind of want to bring in the Consigns. I think Worm Coil is just hard for them to interact with. I don't know if we want Counterspell. We haven't seen enough, but I think I also want Basilisk Counter. We could probably drop the Metronaut and a Smith. Labship can probably go down, and maybe like one Lodestone Golem. No, we can probably drop the Judge's Familiar. Let's drop 2 of these and 2 of those. And then let's keep the Synthesizer in. Let's keep the Metronaut in. What does this do? Just makes a Hydra. Oh, let's keep the Weaponsmith in. We'll do something like that. Pika is just purring on the floor right now, chat. Chat, did our opponent just let us go first? Hello? We're on the... We just won. We're on the play. Interesting. Opponent plays Bird. I think we're just going to jam this and swing for 1. Turn... Is it worth it? Probably not. We'll just let it resolve. We are playing against some very interesting decks, chat. We no longer have blue mana, which is tough. Defense of the Heart. Very interesting. I think we're gonna crew this. Just let it do its thing. Gilded Goose. He's like 5-color mono green. Vengeful Strangler. Oh god, chat. What's happening? He's just gaining life. Okay. Very spicy. This is a triggered ability though, right? I guess we don't really... we can... This makes us lose something, right? If your upkeep enchanted permanent is sacked or they lose... Yeah, we don't really care. We're just gonna turn this into a thing and swing all. And then we'll draw and discard. We don't really need another land. Blocks there. Blocks there. Cool. Creates a food token. Second Strangler. That's a... Chat, not a good card. I don't know what's happening. We're just going to do the same thing again. Keep drawing and discarding here. There's our Lodestone Golem, which is what we like to see. Ooh, actually, chat, we did just, that was my fault. You know, chat, why do I not read my own cards? You know, I'm sitting here saying, oh, we can hold up Consigned to Memory, and then I play the thing that makes us not be able to play Consigned to Memory. Am I stupid? The answer is yes. That was a punt on my part. I think Consigned to Memory feels fine. We could bring in Counterspell. All his stuff is so top-end heavy. So I feel like a couple Counterspells placed well enough will be fine. But we messed that one up big time, chat. And that's why we're facing people playing Defense of the Heart. That's the reason. But we are in the play. And we have a pretty good hand. Bum, bum, boom, 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 bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 boom, boom. Pika, what are you doing? Birthing ritual. Who the heck said you could play a birthing ritual, champ? Is there a card that stations things bigger? That doesn't make sense. Is there a card that stations things with like its toughness, or can like station with more? Oh, I guess there's that. Do we have 6 mana here? We do. I think we're just gonna play a golem. And then we're gonna crew the golem, and then we're gonna turn this into a thing and swing for 3, and then drain for 3. This does what when it dies? Seeks. Oh, it just finds you with something. He only has 4 lands. Pico, what do you want? Smacks us, finds a young wolf. Watch him just like have Yawgmoth combo in his deck. Chat, did you know you can get cheap viewers on whatever that is? What do we want to do here? Opponent's at 10. We can play second Golem, or we can just play Cannoneer and put him dead next turn. Let's just put him dead next turn, hopefully. Because then we can just crew this up to 5. Just becomes a 2/2. We'll just make this a thing and swing. He at least takes 5 here. Goes to 4, and then he's dead next turn. He has Defense of the Heart, but that doesn't go off this turn. If that's a thing, he could have goes to 7. We get to play Cannoneer, and then Golem swing, and he dies. Love it, chat. Oh, I'm supposed to ban this guy. I'm sorry. Beautiful. All right, let's do this. Swing all, baby. Doesn't even matter. Unless he's playing Fog. Chad, do you think he's playing Fog? He's not playing Fog. It's good for us. End the turn. Beautiful. All right, chat. Not too shabby. Our only loss was against that Lord Servant's deck. So he ended up going 4-1. Like I said, season just reset. That might have been... I haven't really played very much this weekend, so... Obviously not facing, like, super great decks. But... This felt... okay. I think Throne of the God Pharaoh as a finisher is really strong with this package of, like, Labship plus Copter. I love Wanderer and Familiar together. Unctus, probably not needed, really. You could probably go up another throne if you wanted to. Smith plus Mechanot is cool. But even with this, I wonder if we could... I mean... only to cast artifacts. I'm sure there's something else that can do that, right? Artifact spells. Like, there's got to be another blue card that... Maybe I'm just wrong. Is there not another blue creature that... Oh, I guess we could be playing Moonsnare Prototype. But there's gotta be another Creeping Peeper-esque card, right? Yeah, like Guidelight Optimizer. You could just play a 2-1. You don't even need Metronaut. You can just play a 2-1. And then make this mono blue. Round out the mana base. You could even play like Darksteel Citadel. Give you 2/2 indestructible flyers with Labship. And then smooth out resources a little bit. But, I don't know. Just nothing. I mean, it felt okay. I don't think it's doing anything very powerful. But I was impressed by those 4 cards in the left column. Lodestone Golem's just a fun card to play. Urza's always good. Copper Cannonier's always good. We know that, but even Throne of the God Pharaoh seems sweet here. But this middle section, you could probably swap around for something else. But just an idea I had bounce around in my head. We've played other versions before in the past. But rather fun deck. I do have this deck, which is actually pretty similar, but we're playing the Artifact Creature Core. These 4, plus Golbez. So I think we're going to hold off on this one, because I don't want to go right into a second Artifact list, to be honest. I mean, or we could just jam it. I don't know. But we could also just mess around. I also, so we have that. We have this list. I don't have a sideboard for it, but we could build one real quick. But that could be fun. I have Mock Slivers, which is a Slivers deck playing 8 Changelings plus Mach Japper and Thrumming Hive Pool. And, I don't know. Could be good. Probably not. We have such bad slivers on Arena. It's crazy. Like, Diffusion, Predatory, and Cloud Shredder are, like, the only good ones. You think I want to be playing Striking Sliver and Leeching Sliver? No. But we'll see. Loxabots, we have... I also started a sideboard, but I don't think I did anything with it. Another Throne of the God Pharaoh deck. I think I just like Throne of the God Pharaoh, chat. And then we have an old Plagon-Oracle list, but I want to check out, consult the star charts. Maybe we'll play this one. I don't even think I like Kozilek's Command in this deck. But I am eager to try out Consult. Should we try this one, chat? Yeah, let's play a little Plagon-Oracle. That's fun. Is it fun though? Probably not. This is a best of 1 list at the moment. So I don't have anything done for it. What are we playing? Plagon-Oracle. Let me just do our upkeep, and we'll jam some games here. All right, cool. Sorry, real quick, Plagon-Oracle. You know I love Oracle of the Alpha. You know I am also obsessed with Plagon. If you have not seen this deck, it is basically taking turns. But the idea behind it is that Oracle of the Alpha is every card you need for a Taking Turns deck in a package. Frosty! Pew, pew, pew. Honestly, forgot I was subbed. Frosty, you've been subscribed for 6 months. You the OG. You a real one for that. And if you need to unsubscribe for me, that's A-okay. I get it. I'm sorry you forgot. You've just been subscribing to me without even knowing. But, hey, Frosty. Thank you. Appreciate the subscription, as always. But the idea is that this has everything. So once we play an Oracle, we play Tamiyo, Plagon, Thunder Trap, all high toughness creatures, so that we can just sort of churn through our deck, especially with Thunder Trap Trainer. Find the pieces like Time Walk, Ancestral Recall, Time Twister, which combos with Narset. And then we're going to test out Consult and Stock Up as well. And then I forget, this version is playing Kozilek's Command. Not sure why, but Kozilek's Command is a good card. So we're going to jam it anyways. Helps ramp us into some things to help chain multiple cards together on the turn we go off. But yeah, I'm excited for Consult the Star Chart. So let's just see how we do. And we will go from there, chat. Historic Best of 1, Plagon-Oracle version 3. Bum, 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 bum. But, I love me some Plagon, chat, let's be honest. We haven't played Plagon in a while. That's a lie, we played him a couple weeks ago. But this hand is, pretty good. Oh, we always got Plagon Bruce, Frosty, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Ooh, I am enjoying that we are hitting all these lands. We do get to play an Oracle on curve. We have a Narset to start churning and burning. Traveling Chocobo, we will bounce to our opponent's hands. And then we'll play this Cavern of Souls. Oh, chat. Look at this. Look at this Plagon. Already a better divination. I would like a land off the top. Who is here now? Hi, Fiona. Chat, another cat has came to visit me. Another chat has came to visit me. I wish we had, what's that card? What's the blue? Chat, what's the blue card? You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's swing first here. What's the blue land that untaps a legendary creature? Do I want a starting town? Yes, I do. We're gonna draw that, I think. Yeah. And then we're gonna flood this guy. Is it Minamo? Minamo? Oh, there's a cat attacking my chair right now. Oh, that's not the card I wanted. Minamo. Oh, there's a summon Fenrir. Interesting. Let's go. We can hold off one. No, let's Narset. We could hold off one more turn and play second Oracle, but let's see if we can find anything. Okay. Never mind. Plum's a big dummy. Let's swing with Oracle. Time Twister. Beautiful. I'll take it. Card Minimo. School. Isn't it School at Water's Edge? Legendary land. Yeah. The modern blue steel deck played that plus Traxos. The big, like, what is it? 7/7 something that when you play a historic spell, it untaps. Mossborn Hydra is hurtful for us. Let's see if he swings at Narset or swings at us. Swings at Narset. We're going to block. And then we are going to fire off this Time Twister. And hopefully draw into some relevant stuff here. Okay, opponent conceded. Beautiful. Nice. So we didn't even combo off. But that's okay. She put under attack. I mean, under attack. Yeah, I think she left. It's okay. She just came and clawed my chair and then left. But gosh, we definitely gotta go back and look at Lord Servant's list. We gotta dissect that. That was so sick. He says he's been playing it for a little while. 7/7 Trample. Yeah. So the modern version played that plus Minamo, so you don't even have to worry about casting artifacts. You just got like a 4-mana 7/7. We're gonna try this hand without the commands. I don't know what I want to put in place of command, but we could put something. That was good. We'll just hold up star charts. This card's been seeing quite a bit of play, huh? It's what? We just get equal to the number of lands. We get 1 and then 2 if we kick it. Is the opponent gonna counterspell us? That'd be gnarly. They're also playing more than 61 cards and not Yorion. We'd like to find a land so we can jam this Oracle, or a Narset actually, but I will happily take a starting town. We will play our Oracle, pass back, and then we'll probably just jam Narset next turn with a Flood Maw backup. Opponent shoots the Sheriff, but he did not shoot the Deputy. Let's jam our Narset. Give me Time Lock. Beautiful. Pass back to him. We might just have to play this Plagon next turn. Maybe he might have a discard spell. Land. Oh, okay, good. Land off the top is great. Let's Time Lock. See if he counters it. We can always sink into Stupor or whatever he plays, which he does not do anything. So let's see what we can find off this Narset. Second Narset sounds great. Problem with, I really don't think we need Kozilek's command, chat. What are we listening to? Does he have a removal spell for Narset this time? Maybe a Murder Strider? What is this? This is called Pop and Crunch. I feel bubbly. What's our opponent doing? There it is. Okay, took him a little while, chat. Why did he... My question is, ooh, let's take a stock up. Why did he exile so many cards from his hand for that? Why would you not just Assassin's Trophy? Especially when I have second Narset. Ayo. Third Narset, actually. Ooh, Ancestral Recall's a good card, chat. We are taking quite a bit of damage for ourselves. Oh, opponent has a Disallow. Spicy. They're on some sort of Mimi control deck. Thrun, Breaker of Silence. What a freaking gamer, chat. Can we just bounce this to his hand? Can't be the target of non-green spells or abilities you control. Okay, so no, we're not going to do that. Let's play down then. We'll draw a couple cards here, and then we'll spin off of Narset. That was good. Second stock up straight. We'll play both of these. We'll pass back. Opponent does have Trample. However, we can trade... we can't. We can trade it out if we find something bigger, but it's not really worth us blocking if he's just gonna swing our Narset. Considering Signature Spells Brew. Alright, so Signature Spells is what, 6 mana? Do we want to stock up, or do we just want to... Let's just make 2 Otters, because that makes our Plagon better. He might just have another Disallow here. Signature Spells enter, see 2 instant or sorceries with 3 exile them. In your upkeep, you may copy a card exiled. You may cast that copy. Time Walk sounds great. Thank you very much. And... Ooh, let's take Lotus. We can Time Lock and stock up. GG. Chat, if you were playing this, what would you put in place of Kozilek's return? Because I honestly don't think we need it. We're only 2 games in, but... maybe just more... I mean, we could just play Fading Hope. Or Snapcaster, honestly. The Incidental Graveyard Hate is sweet in best of 1. But we're kind of just a rather linear, play our cards, combo off kind of deck. We're only playing 4... I guess we're playing Synced into Stupor too. 2 lands, Tamiyo Flood? Sure. We have a Thunder Trap too. Devourer of Destinies. I don't think this hand's fast enough to beat Eldrazi, so we will see. Kepler's. Chat, who's building the Cosmogoyf Devourer of Destiny deck? Anyone? Let's play the Thunder Trap Trainer. I will take a Consult to start. Oh, okay. Chat, Consult seems so good. One of the 3s I'm sure I would use would be Aether Tradewinds. I don't know if I remember what that does. You know what? I'm going to keep trying to type things in chat instead of Google so other people can see too. Aether Tradewinds. You guys can also use these commands, by the way, I think. I don't remember how I set that up. That bounces things, right? Turn target permanent you control and target permanent you don't control to the owner's hand. Yeah, that seems pretty sick. Second star chart. Opponent. Let's see if we can find a land off of this. It's gonna suck if we don't. I actually might just bounce his token. Oh, baby. Give him another one. Give me another one. We're gonna bounce his token. Keep him on 2 mana. And then we're gonna swing and make a token. And then we actually might just Plagon next turn and draw 3. And then we'll flip our Tamiyo. Signature spells. I really like... I think Divide by 0 is a fun card. Especially if you're casting it all the time. Because you can learn, or you can either bounce something, you could learn. Or the other, what's the other learn thing? You can draw and discard. If you don't search for a lesson spell. Opponent finds Labyrinth, does not exile. So they're at 5 mana. With nothing to follow up with. Very good. Ooh, Narset's pretty good. I'm not even gonna swing with Tam. We're just gonna play and flip. We'd like to find another land, which we do. We find all sorts of lands, chat. I like that. I think we're gonna play this Adakar Waste because I want to be able to trade the micro spawn if he decides to swing. I'm gonna play second micro spawn. He exiles our starting town. Sideboard is second option. Yeah, I don't know if that's better than the other stuff, but it's just a card I always enjoyed for its versatility. I don't know what else you can... Is it 3 or less, or it has to be mana value 3? Signature spells, C2... Oh, it has to be instance 2. Interesting. Is he gonna swing? No, he does not. That's great. K-Command. However, opponent has a lot going on. So, let's stock up. I think this hand's just too slow, chat. We're gonna play the Synced into Stupor, though. We need an Oracle. And now, opponent's at the spot where he can just start jamming big boy things. Chat, what do you think of replacing K-Command and just playing Counterspell? Just straight counterspell. Obviously not great against something like this, where our opponents got Cavern of Souls. Also, opponent did not swing there either, which is interesting. Let's consult the star charts. We get to look at 5, so we could still maybe find an Oracle here. Opponent only... Wow, we did not. Okay. Let's play Narset. Maybe find a Fading Hope or something. But Fading Hope's not very helpful against the creatures on the board. I think I'm just going to take another consult. Pass back. We're not doing great here, chat. We're dirtling too much. We are dirtling too much. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna place another micro spawn, targeting what? Rivulet? How long have we been streaming for? A couple hours? It's only 8:30, chat. We started nice and early today. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Chat, I've been trying to become an MTG set release partner, ambassador, whatever you call it, for like 6 months. There's people... I'm not like dissing the other people when I say this, but there's people that have like less viewers than us, and we only have like 2 viewers at a time, who get like early access to things. And I don't understand how their system works. Like, why don't we get early access to things, chat? Does Wizards just hate us? They're just gonna swing away at our Narset. Why would you not only swing 2 of those and then Devour of Destiny at me? I don't know. Let's consult the stars. We are dirtling so much. Hey, we finally found a freaking Oracle, chat. Jeez Louise. Holy moly. Alright. What did I say I wanted to play? Just regular counterspell? Maybe. Could also just play like Remand. But that would clean up our mana base a lot. Also let us maybe play a couple other things so that Narset can find us lands if we play some more MDFCs. Opponent plays Drowner of Truth. And then I assume we see a swing all here. Of course. I think we'll block... We'll just block 1. If we're gonna die next turn anyways, right? Even if we block 2, so we might as well keep it and try and scry off the Oracle. Is it better to stock up here, or do we want to... I mean, we could also make a bajillion... We could make 4 blockers next turn. So I guess we're not dead. But that also doesn't... That just gives us 1 more turn, and we have to spend our whole turn this time casting that. Doesn't really advance us. Not great, chat. Not great. Not great. I mean, there's a chance we get what off of this? Anything relevant? No. There's a chance we find a Time Walker off this. Piece it together, though. Okay. It's not what we wanted. But we're just dead here, chat. Find a Time Twister. Doesn't do anything. We're dead. Okay. Yeah, we dirtled. Wow. Took us too long to find an Oracle and get moving and grooving. I think you're... I'm with you there, Frosty. I think we want to... I guess we could play Reprieve to get around Cavern. Or we could just play Unsubstantiate. But I don't know. I don't know what I was doing when I built this version, but I just don't think we don't need Take Command in this deck, right? We can play something else, another piece of interaction, and then that lets us really just, like, clean up. I think I still want Cavern. I don't know if it has to be a 4 of, but that just cleans up our mana base so much if we don't have to worry about that, and then we stop taking so much damage. So we could play Remand, we could play Counterspell. What else could we play? I think I want to stay mono blue. It also doesn't, I guess it doesn't have to be a 2-drop, but I kind of prefer it to be. We could play another piece of, like, interaction. This gets what? Non-creature, not, like, we should just play, like, Unable to Screams, but I don't really want to do that. I think maybe we just play Remains. Stalls the game and draws us a card. We're playing what, 20 lands? Is that enough? I mean, we have so much draw. I kind of want to go up. Maybe we just play 2 and go up on lands. But then with a mana base like this, that also just lets us really clean things up, I guess. Like, now we can fit in an Odawara, we can fit in a Mystic Sanctuary. We could play like 2 Seagate Restoration if we wanted to. But I kind of just want to keep it. Oh, what's going on with this button? What are my buttons doing, chat? Buttons are going a little crazy. I also kind of want to play. We can just play Prismatic Vista. I don't want to play Mystic Sanctuary. We're just gonna play that. Let's try something like this. We'll call this version 3.1. Alright, we are what? 2-1? Lost to Eldrazi. We have yet to actually go off. So far we've just dirtled. And you know what? Sometimes we like dirtling, chat, but not today. I am not a dirtle turtle. Thundertrap Trainer. We can find a land, right, chat? Of course we can. We're good at this game. We're gamers. We just went up 2 lands. Ooh, if we're against a little mono-white Life Gain, usually that's a decent matchup. We're going to consult on their turn. They're going to play a Voice of the Blessed because they're gamers. We're going to consult the star charts, find our land because we're so freaking good at this game. And then we'll jam our little... Oh! We'll jam our little Oracle of the Alpha. Pass right back, baby. Jace Reawakened. Deck is 3 and less. Ooh. I do like Jace Reawakened. What is that? It plots, draws, and copies spells? That could be pretty good. We're just gonna take 4 here, I think. Yeah. Floodmaw, fantastic fucking draw. Let's jam this. We're just gonna do that on his turn, I think. No, we'll do it on ours. We got nothing holding us back. I do want to hit our next land drop, but we get to play down for 3 next turn. Or we could stock up. I think we'll just play gun. I like Jace a lot. Especially with Time Walk. Churns through the deck. It's a good suggestion, Frosty. Alright, opponent plays their Voice of the Blessed. We do our thing. They're just going to keep gaining a bunch of life. Alright, let's go Plagon first. Draw 3 cards. I hate playing against this, just we have to sit through all of these triggers. Mox is great. We will Flood Maw this bad boy. And then I think let's Thunder Trap. And we'll save the Consult for next turn if we need it. And we find another piece of mana. I love that. Do we want to swing? No, we do not want to swing. We're just going to chill for a turn. Chat, I found out that the website we use for music, if you just hit play, it doesn't load the rest of the playlist. So it just loads these songs, and then these keep looping over. You have to physically scroll down. And there's just so much more music than we were listening to. And I had no idea. I had no idea. Second Soul Warden is gross. I think we're gonna... Do we want to kick Consult? Probably. Do we want to take 12 or do we want to block? We're gonna block. Opponent, what are we doing? What are we doing, Mr. Lust? Jet, did we steer them? Nope, we didn't. They're still here. Cool. We will block, of course. Awesome. All right, chat. Let's do a little kickaroony here. See what we can find. Time Twister plus a land. Chat, would we like to Time Twister right now? I don't think so. I think that's a bad idea. So we're just gonna stock up and see what we can find. Another Consult seems great. Did we play our land for turn? I think we did. Do I want this synced into Stupor? Kind of. We can also just play Tameo. Let's grab Sync. And we'll pass. Chill for a turn. And then maybe we Time Twister next turn and try and just go. We have what? 7 mana? No, we have 8 mana. Might be worth it. Esper Sentinel gives his other Voice of the Blessed flying, but he is tapped out, which is good for us. Guys, I think Kesha's in town. A lot of people are at Kesha. Should I have gone to Kesha? Are we Kesha stands here? Tits out for Kesha? Oh, yeah. Alright. We get a double swingaroo from opponent. We will chuck this in front of the 15-15. And unless we find some flyers or some bouncy boys, we are almost dead. So I think I do just want to fire up the Time Twister and just see what the world does for us. We're going to decline that. He can do what he wants. But I just need, like, anything relevant. This Narset might get us there. Looking for a Time Walk, chat. looking for a time walk. We're gonna consult the star charts, I believe. Give me a time walk, baby. Chat! Crack this for blue. Come on. I'm feeling time walk, baby. Oh my god, chat. Oh my god, chat. Okay, well, the good news is we can bounce his Voice of the Blessed. And we can play this Tameo. But, unfortunately, we did not find the time walk. And that sucks. How many cards did we just look at? We double consulted plus Narset? Is that right? 6, 7, 13. We looked at 18 cards and didn't find a time walk. Plus the draw for turn. 19 cards. Out of the bajillion in our deck. Are we dead yet? We're close. We block that to Voice, that to Esper, and we take 1 off the Soul Warden. I don't know why he's not pumping these up too, but... Wow. Chat, I have to sit through so many triggers. Chat, why? At least next turn we get another look. We get 5 plus 3. So we get 8 looks plus a Narset if we really need to. So we have 13 looks plus the draw for card. Draw for turn, so 14. Opponent's playing a Johnny's Pride Mate in 2025. Because he's a gamer. Ba 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 da da ba ba da da ba ba da da. Oh, chat, I'm a little sleepy. Maybe we do need more interaction. I don't know. I like that opponents have these Voice of the Blessed for like 4 or 5 turns now. And they can't kill us because we're gamers. Oh. Is he gonna swing with the Soul Wardens? No. Interesting. He can't actually kill our Narset. He is at 69 life as well. Nice. Okay. Should we hit him with a nice? Jesus Christ. Took him 27 turns. Let's kill one of these, and then we'll block here. We no longer get all those looks, chat. But we do find a stock up. Very nice. Come on, baby. Time walk. It's not a time walk. Consult my charts, baby boy. Chat, what the fuck? Stock up. Holy moly. Chat, how have we not found one? Wow. Damn, chat. We're getting shreked. We're in a time twister. Chat, we found one! Chat, we did it! Okay. Whew! Jeez Louise. Took us long enough, huh? Jesus Christ. Alright, babe. Now, hopefully, we're on the right track here. You can just draw whatever you want, opponent. I'll take a Black Lotus and a second stock up. Heck yeah, baby boy. Stock me up. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Stocking up into double star chart seems gross. Ooh. Give me Time Twister and a lands. Should we just spin the wheel again? I think so. Draw a whole new 7. And we draw so much extra mana, which is what we like to see. Do we want to spin this into 2 cards? Probably. These aren't great. I kind of just want to take double piece it together. Chat, how did we fizzle? We're having a tough go today, huh? We're having a very tough go today. Jeez Louise, we drew so many cards, and it took us so long to find a time walk. I do like Jake. Jake. Hey, Jake. I like the idea of Jace Reawakened a lot. Let's cast star charts and let's play a couple. That's not version 12, I promise. It's 3.2. Only 2 and 2 with this list. Even though we have more draw than anyone in the world. Chat, do you know, like, between, like, stock up this and if you played, like, Inspire Idea with Reliquary Tower, you could churn through a deck. Look, it's the lightsaber ships. I don't know why you'd need to churn through a deck, but you could if you wanted to. I also don't think we need piece it together. This card doesn't seem very good. We might just want to play Opt. I mean, how often are we actually going to get the thing out of this? Turn 2, I think I want to just play Synced into Stupor tapped and will Tameo. Opponent is on Elves. A Flood Maw is great, so let's do that instead. And just slow him down 1 turn. I could see Fading Hope too. Swing for a clue here. Pass back. Coco. What does he find? Just a Rex Sage. Of course. Chat, how do you feel about playgunning? I feel pretty good about playgunning. We'll just flip our Tam. Find a Cavern, which is good. Let's play Tam and then piece it together. Nice. We'll pump here. And then let's just get a Scry while we can. Opponent, yeah, I'll take a second Oracle. Opponent's got 5 mana to work with. Finds another Coco. They are on green-black, so we might see a Shaman here coming up soon. Opponent doesn't understand what Tameo does. We will play a Wizard. Jam this. Actually, chat, we can take an extra turn, right? If we buy back this piece it together, we get an extra turn here. Hey, okay. Remember when I said piece it together wasn't a good card, and then we anecdotally proceeded to do the thing we talked about? Find me a Time Walk. Oh yeah, chat, we found a Time Walk. Consult my star charts, please. Ooh, I'll take a Mach Sapphire. All right. We do have at least 1 extra turn, and then we can also rebuy Time Walk next turn. So we have 2 turns to mess with here. Not really looking for that. I will take a second consult. Beautiful. Awesome. Let's Narset first. Find second Narset. Let's just take our extra turn here. God, I love Time Walk. I think we're gonna kick this. Hey, there's our Jace there. Sweet. 5 mana to work with. We will play Jace. And I think we will stock up here as well. Find another that plus a jet. Let's... Can we just exile Consult? That seems pretty good. And then swing for 4. Alright, chat. We only need 1 more extra turn to win here. I think we can get there. Can we kick this too? Oh, chat. It's so good. Okay, GG. That was sweet. We could also just play Snapcaster. I think Snappy would be pretty good as well in the J slot. But we are currently 3-2 in best of 1. Facing all sorts of random stuff today. We have a piece it into... Sure. This is kind of slow. Especially against a Hall of the Storm Giants on turn 1. That's not good. But we'll see what we're doing. Is he going to fetch for a white source? He does not. We'll just hold up a Consult, I think. God, Consult, this card's nutty. This card's insane. The fact that it's instant is crazy. Actually, if he, yeah, we'll do it now while he doesn't have any mana. Unless he has a Spell Pierce in hand. Ooh, piece it together, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, the Foo Fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, the Foo Fighter. Oh, he's Jeskai. And we keep hitting these lands. I like that. Let's piece it together again. Nice. Do I want to play this Thunder Trap Trainer? No, I think we'd rather just Consult. If he fetches here... Oh, he does not. Doesn't want us to flash something in. Consult the star charts is so freaking good. Do we get a counter spell out of him? We do. Nice. Okay. Oh, and we find our land. Let's see if we can play a Jace Awakened. Reawakened, I should say. He was asleep. He woke up. He fell asleep again. And we woke him up again. Opponent finds a counter spell to reprieve, and let us play it again, baby boy. We will plus and put this stock up in plot. The fact that that's a plus is also kind of crazy. Opponent plays Jace the Mind Sculptor. Is he gonna Fate Seal us? No, he's gonna Brainstorm. Oh boy. Wow, okay, I like that we are very much hitting our lands on curve. So let's stock up first here. I definitely think I want this Cavern, right? Yeah. And then, do we just want to draw and discard? I think so. We'll get rid of one of these Synced into Stupors. Ooh, and then let's Let's Flood Maw this Jace and set him back 1 turn. Make him cast it again. Yeah, I mean, it basically is Memory Deluge. Gets better as the game goes along, but the fact that you can pay 2 mana to play it, you know, so much earlier is crazy. Is he gonna play his Jace again? He's gonna Divine Purge us. Wow. I think I'll just recast this. Because we were playing Impulse, which is obviously very similar. It looks at 2 more cards. But I think I much rather have the ability to dig, like, you know, 10 cards deep later in the game for a few more mana than just keep it at Impulse. Like, I don't know. It just seems so good. Opponent played his Jace. I think we're just going to go for the full Offspring kick here. We could get Reprieved. Which hurts. Yeah, there's a Reprieve. But we at least get to swing at his Jace and get a Scry going. I don't really want to Flood Maw anymore. We haven't ran... I'm surprised... I know we're in Plat, but we haven't ran into anything... We haven't seen any Sorin. I faced some Boros earlier today while I was at the gym, but... I don't know. We're not running into a whole lot here. Opponent is really setting themselves up for some good stuff here, so... Opponent keeps that on top. Even though he knows we have a Thunder Trap and a Scryer. Oh, I'll happily take a land. Thank you very much. Let's Thunder Trap. See if we can find something. The opponent has another Reprieve. I will cry. Chat, he's got all 3, baby. But we're gonna try and play it for 2. Maybe he might just counter it. Burn through a couple spells in his hand. Good for us. This Jace is not as important as Teferi. Second Cavern doesn't do much for us either. But deck of my main, which had Jace Gateway with Rowan Will from Strixhaven to plot and cast either side. I run Witness the Future, stock, Upper Man, Commit Memory. Commit to Memory is obviously good. Well, I don't even know what both sides of Will and Rowan do. They have to, they're like spell slinging, right? We're talking about the flip one, yeah? Yeah, that's what you said. Costs 1 less to cast. Deals 1 damage to each opponent. Drawing 3 more cards deals 3. You get an emblem with every cast and insert is pay 2. If you do, you get to copy it. Very nice. What's the flip side do? Scholar of Frost. 1 less. Target creature. 0-2. Draw 2. Exile up to 5 permanents. That's gross. Will my opponent let me cast Ancestral Recall? Just a Memory Deluge in response. Chat, would it be funny to sink into Stupor as Memory Deluge? I think so. And tap him out. We like that. I like that a lot. Alright. Nice, nice. Beautiful. Hopefully we can just kind of go off here. I think I'm going to play Oracle first. And then we'll kick this Consult next turn. Mox is great. Kick this. Oh, chat! The old double Time Walk. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's kill this Teferi. Play a second one of these. I guess we probably should have taken something else, but that just felt so good, didn't it? Ooh, Tameo? I don't think we need a Tameo. We could kill his Jace here. Which we probably will. He's got a lot of cards in hands. But let's scry. I'd like to find like a Thunder Trap trainer. What was my precursor to Consuming Tide? I like that. Maybe he'll board wipe us with a Verdict. If he has a Reprieve, we can do that. If he has whatever, we can pay the 3. If he has just plain old Counterspell, that's not good, but... Snapcaster, what? Reprieve? We have the mana. I don't know what he's Snapcaster in here. What is happening? Oh, okay. I like that. Now we get to stock up. Find a Tameo and a land. Swing. Get a whole bunch of scries. We're just looking for some spells to dig. Wow. Let's play our land. Pass turn. Opponent might hit us for 2 first. Indeed he does. Is he still gonna farewell us? He will. He doesn't have enough for memory. Ooh, look at this. We even get to play this uncounterable. Does he play removal? He has to be. We haven't seen a removal spell from him. Besides Divine Purge, but he's got to be playing, like, Get Lost or something. Okay. You know, I call him like I see him, chat. Wow. Chat, the amount of... We took those 2 turns, and then we have just drawn nothing since. It's been so sad. We should have taken some other things, but I was just too excited. I was too excited, chat. Icarus flew too close to the sun. Still, I'd like to find a Thunder Trap trainer. Thunder Trap would be peak right now, actually. Or a Narset. I assume we'll get countered. He's got to have a counter spell for a Narset. Yeah, Archmage's Charm. Alright. He's got me, chat. He sealed the deal. Ripperino. Rip-a-rino. What are we? 3-3? Are we bored with this deck? I'm getting a little bored with this deck. It's certainly fun. I think we might just want to play 2 Schnaps over Jace. Could also be like a 1-1 split, but let's play one more, and then we'll switch to something else. We got a lot of random stuff to play today. Got a lot of random stuff to play. Bum, 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 bum. 3 lands, Tameo, Consult, stock up. This seems like a sweet hand. We also haven't mulliganed a ton. Ooh, I will definitely take that. Go get that out of our whatever. We'll hold up. We might just... No, we'll probably Consult here. Goblin Instigator is not good for us. We have to be a little faster than Gobos here. We'll take another Vista. I think we're just going to jam a stock up. We do not want to see a Prospector from opponent. Wow. We have what? A Tameo so far? I still think I want to Plagon. Castle Embereth. You don't see that much in Gobos. Have you seen anything else cool, chat? Besides Lord's Servant, Lord's Servant, that shapeshift list, we haven't ran into very much cool stuff. Do I just want to play Plagon, draw 2, or do we need... we'll take the extra clue here, and then we'll flip. Drawing a lot of lands. That's okay. Alright, so that at least helps against these Instigator tokens. Slows our opponent down quite a bit. Opponent did find a Prospector, unfortunately for us. You can only cast a 5-drop if he wanted to. 4-drop. But you could play Krenko here. But Krenko doesn't do anything without the other. Hello, Malichi. This is Tameo Inquisitive Student. Front side is a 0/3 flyer. When it attacks, you get a clue token. And then if you draw your 3rd card, it flips into a 3 mana, or I'm sorry, a 3 loyalty walker. Gives attacking creatures -1/-0 for its +2. You get to return an instant sorcery from your grave for its -3. And then its -7 lets you draw half the cards in your library. And you get an emblem that says you have no maximum hand size. Welcome to the Jank Tank stream. We are just brewing some random stuff tonight. We are currently playing Mono Blue Plagon-Oracle. We have the namesake cards kind of on our screen right now. And this is a Taking Turns deck, so we're trying to cast Time Walk, which is just 2 mana, take an extra turn over and over until we can kill our opponent. Currently in best of 1, playing against some Gobos. Opponent does get a Krenko, which might give him enough to cast a Muxus here. If that's what else he has in his hand, we'll see. Again, Tameo hedges us. What do clue cards do? They're 2 mana artifacts that just have sack, draw a card. That's it. Nice and simple. It just kind of helps you flipper from our creature side to our planeswalker side. Opponent does cast Muxus. We'll see if he hits a Lord that sort of buffs his whole team. In which case, Tameo is no longer relevant. And you know, Goblins players, they always spin into something good. Okay, we're fine so far. If he has another Muxus, we're not fine. Goblin Matron. Let's see what he tutors. Lord or second Muxus is the question. Or another Krenko. He tutors a Lord. Chat, I don't think we can beat a Lord. Unless we top... Unless we can find a Time Walk next turn. Let's see. Does he have anything else to play? No, he does not. So he swings all. He's going to try and kill Tamiyo. I mean, if he just swings all at Tamiyo, we'll just let it die. But I think I want to trade his War Chief out. Is that what I want to do? Resolves. Yeah, let's target this. We'll pump our Plagon with its own ability. And then we're just going to block Snoop and War Chief. Opponent, hello? Actually, never mind. It's more important than we just kill Snoop, right? So let's just kill a Prospector and a conspicuous Snoop. Yeah. After this deck, we might try out the Mock Slivers deck, but oh baby, are we good at top decking cards? All right, we got an extra turn. We time walked. Let's see if we can get moving and grooving here. We find a Time Twister, and we find Narset, which is pretty good. Let's play that for turn. We will swing 2 in the air, get a Scry. Find second Oracle. I don't think we need that right now. We do find second Stock Up. Let's snap. Yeah, let's snap Time Walk again. Cool. We'll play this, and then let's jam Stock Up. Maybe we should have kept that Oracle. Let's take a Flood and a Muxus. No, let's take a Star Chart and a Mox. I don't want to. I'm sorry. I don't want to flood the Muxus. We will swing for 2 in the air again. Get a Scry. We don't need an island right now. We're playing with 8 mana here. And top deck an island anyways. Let's kick the charts and dig for a couple cards here. We'll take a Lotus and a Thunder Trap. Cast Lotus. Crack for blue. Chat, do we just want a Time Twister? That honestly might be our best bet. We'll Time Twister with a Narset out so opponent draws no cards, but we do. We'll play Emerald. We do get to minus her, and maybe go find another Mox. We find a Flood Maw. That's pretty good. It's kind of gross, though. He's gonna make a lot. He's gonna make 5 tokens. Okay, let's pass. I don't know if we survive this turn, chat. Conspicuous Snoop is not good for us either. He finds second Matron. He instigates. Yeah, I think we're dead. We're definitely dead. He gets some Matron here. Well, maybe. No, we're pretty dead. Chat, we're always dead. Oh, yeah. Makes a bajillion of those. Cast the second Chieftain, and we're DED dead on that one, boys. All right, we'll freeze there on this list. We went 3 and 4, not great. Not great in terms of win percentage. But, God, I love Oracle and Plagon so much. But we'll take a chill pill on this one for now. Let me throw this updated on the Mox field, which you can find a link for by typing !Dex in chat. Gives you access to everything we brew on my Mox field page. But we will throw this one on there for now. This is Plagon-Oracle version 3.2. If you didn't check out, I'll have an article for MTGA Zone out on Thursday. I think that's my new release date. Last one was on the first brews we did last week, or this past week, with, what did we play? We played Mono Green Boggles, the Storm Herald deck, and the Greeny Weenie list with Edge of Eternities, this one. Which we did hit Mythic with this. No, we played Labman Mythic last time, but I've been playing this a bit myself off stream, and it's been okay. I kind of miss Appeal to Authority a lot. Sometimes it's tough, and I almost think we want to split the pump spells so we can play like Blossoming Defense or something, but we'll get back to that. All right, chat. We're gonna move on to deck number 3 for the evening. We just went, what, 3 and 4. Let me do our upkeep for stream. We'll change that around. We have the Synthesizer Labship brew that I mentioned earlier, and I do not have a sideboard for this list, but we could build one, and maybe we'll head into some best of 3. Or we have a really stupid Mox Slivers build. Playing Hive Pool with the Mox Jasper Changeling package. I don't think this deck's very good, but we could jam that too. But I think I kind of want to play another artifact list. So let's jam this. Let's build a sideboard for it so we can take it into best of 3. I missed having removal. I think I want to play Demonic Junker as a 3 of. We definitely want to play Consign to Memory. Let's do this a little bit so we can make this a little easier. We definitely want to play Consign to Memory against Eldrazi. I don't know. We haven't ran into a whole lot of Sorin or anything, but I think we still want Pithing Needles as a 2 of. Tidebinder's been pretty impressive too. Oh, I can't spell, chat. We'll play a couple Tidebinders. I think I want to play Tormod Script as our exile, our graveyard stuff of choice. And then, I don't really know what else we want to play. We already play 4 Metallic Rebuke in the main. So maybe we can just stick to 3 of those. And then we have 2 empty slots for, we could play like Stone of Erich. That's not the worst card, especially against Boros, like Johnny and stuff. Reality Chip's not bad either. What are people? Is there affinity lists around here? Who's playing affinity? Storm, VV Storm, Vigilance. Chat, who's playing, where are all the affinity decks that I can steal their sideboards? Artifacts, 2025. Do you have a sideboard? You do. You're playing Annual, Fragment Reality, March, Soul Guide Lantern, High Noon, Unlicensed Hearse. I don't want to play those cards. What about this one? Into the Flood Mod is not bad. Damping Sphere is not bad either. Miscast, instant or sorcery. We could play Into the Flood mod just as like a catch-all. Maybe. Something like that for now. Alright. Let's try this. I don't even know. Golbez Blue. Probably like a Mox deck, huh? Chat, what do we call this deck? Synthesizer. We already have that other version. We called it. We'll just call it Labship Blue. Blue. This is version. This is the same version, but we have a sideboard now. And it's probably not a very good sideboard. But anyways, chat. Here's our third deck of the evening. Kind of similar to what we were playing earlier in terms of an artifact-based build, but we got some other stuff going on. So, we've played a core with these cards before. This sort of package. 2 legendaries to turn on Mox Amber. Landlord Navigator plays really well with Tamiyo and Mox Amber. There's a lot of times where we'll be able to trigger this turn 2, especially when we play Seed of the Synod and Vault of Whispers. So we can start making Thieving Magpies pretty fast. I want to test out Labship because we're going to be making so many tokens that just like the incidental 2/2 flyers, I feel like will be pretty good. We are playing Thopterists because same idea. You can turn the Thopters into 2/2s. They get the buff, so they become 4/2s off of only one Thopterist. Golbez has been very impressive in the other artifact shells we've played. A really good grindy engine that starts to deal some damage, especially with Cannoneer in the late game. We're playing 4 Rebuke, as well as Baleful Strix. Baleful Strix is sweet with Golbez. You get to return it to your hand every turn, so you get like blockers, plays well with Emery. And then we just got sort of our finisher in a Kappa Cannoneer. Sideboard, really basic. We're probably going to adjust that as we continue playing today. But let's go for this. I'll change up the brew queue and whatnot. Call this Labship Blue. This is version 1.0. We are currently 0-0. We are hopping into best of 3. And then I will update that as well. All right, chat. Let's hop into... This will be probably our last deck for the evening. Best of 3. And, yeah. What time is it? Only like 9:30? We're cruising. Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty. We're against Squid, and we got a 1-lander. And this hand's much better. Kind of want to keep the Rebuke over the Cannoneer. We'll play that Mox right away and just pass. And then we'll try and jam this. Do you want to jam Golbez? Ooh, that's not good, chat. We kept a 1-lander. And now we got nothing. We got our Tamiyo destroyed. Sucks to suck. You hate to see it, chat. I thought we were off to such a great start. And then my opponent decided to rain on my parade. But maybe we'll top deck a land. You never know. You never know. Oh my gosh, chat. We're so good at this game. We'll play our Golbez. And then maybe it will get removed. Who knows? Opponent's just chilling. Ooh, keep drawing these lands. Chat, how do you feel about just holding up? Actually, I'll take another land. Do we want to play this Thopterist, or do we just want to hold up Rebuke? I think I kind of want to just hold up Rebuke. Thopterist does let us play Cannoneer next turn, but just chill for a turn. Ooh. We'll play Thopterist. And we will counter his Metallic Rebuke with Metallic Rebuke. Play that, swing for 1, maybe get Verdict, maybe get Damnation, maybe just feel bad. Maybe all of the above. If we can survive one more turn, we get a Golbez. Void Rends! What a gamer. Land off the top would be pretty good, because we get to try and jam this Cannoneer. I think we might just counterspell the Jan here, but we'll see. Interesting. I kind of want to buy back the Tameo end of turn. I don't need another land anymore. We'll swing for 1, see if our Golbez gets removed. And then we get to buy back Tameo, which is cool. Still waiting on a board wipe from opponent. Stock up instead. Good for us. Get another turn. But I'm sure he found a piece of removal there. Navigator's pretty hot. But I think we're just going to ride these Golbez and stuff until they get removed. We'll just keep buying back our creatures. Here's our Verdict, which we knew was coming soon. Let's Tameo and Strix. Is he gonna counterspell that? No. Ooh. We're gonna hang on to that Rebuke, I think. And we're gonna counter that. He wouldn't shoot a removal if he had a board wipe in hand, right? I will say it's kind of refreshing to just see some straight, you know, draw go. Why is he doing that? Instant speed there. We don't know. Let's play this Navigator. You know what? Let's just commit to the board. We're gonna hold on to the Vault of Whispers for next turn. Does he have the board wipe? Probably. But would he have Void Rended if he did? Maybe. It's refreshing to see some good draw go control here, though. Cool. We get an Ornithopter. And we find second Tameo. So let's swing Navigator. Opponent Sphinx's Rev. That's great for us. We get to do a few things here then. Let's draw. I'm sorry, let's throw a thing on Baleful Strix and see if we can hit a land off of that. Tameo? We don't need a Tam right now. I'm sure opponent found something, but this Ornithopter is not going to do much else for us, so we're just going to conjure a Magpie on the field. Get up Verdict, as we knew was coming. Finds a Jace. And he's going to Fate Seal us, and he keeps it on top. We have Tam. We'll play that. Pass back. Not looking good here, chat. Interesting. I like to see Jace as his walker of choice so far. Labship's good. Doesn't do anything here, but it's good. Let's just end it there. Opponent's too far ahead of us, and we'll try and reveal a little less. Is he playing any interaction with the graveyard? It doesn't seem like it. I think we just want Tidebinder And even, I think Flood Maw wouldn't be that bad here. Synthesizer doesn't seem like it's going to do a ton in this matchup. I like Rebuke. Emery seems alright. Navigator and Tameo seems okay. Golbez is probably going to be our main whatever here. We like Cannoneer. We'll drop a Thopterist. Let's drop a Strix too. We'll just cut down our 2 drops. Cut down on our 2 drops, chat. Yeah, sure. Try it out. Pass. Vault of Whispers into Emery. Emery almost doesn't seem worth in this deck either. We're not really, I mean, we're not really doing that much with her, you know? We don't have that many. All our artifacts are created from our creatures. Besides Baleful and Copper Cannoneer, that's all we're really doing with it. It's cool that, like, it can rebuy, you know, assorted things. Kind of want to flash in this Tidebinder just to do something. We'll see if he counters it. But I think I'm just going to start swinging, baby. We have a Rebuke in hand, even though he's playing Verdict, which doesn't really help. But if he Verdicts here, then we can still Tidebinder end of turn anyways. And we get to play a Golbez, which is nice. Opponent down to 8. Second Verdict would suck for us. Of course he has second Verdict. Copper Cannoneer, baby. Doesn't do anything for us. If he wants to jam a Jace, he can back up with a counterspell if he has the land. We will try and counter that. Okay, I'll take that. Second Cannoneer does nothing. Chaz control is not good for this deck, huh? Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Land is fine. We'll see if we can land this Cannoneer. I don't think we will, but whatever, chat. We tried our best. Took him a long time to make that decision. Pass back. Not off to a good start with this list. Bum, bum, bum. Elspeth Stormslayer. Creates a 1/1 white. He did tap out for most of that, which is good for us. We can play a Cannoneer. And then we get to Vault of Whispers. Might have been better to hold on to both of those. In case, for whatever reason, he like counters the Mox Amber next turn. He just goes for the full Elspeth, swings 2. Find a Watery Grave, and I think that's GG's, chat. Ran out of steam pretty fast. Ooh, a nice classic take on control from opponent. Love to see it. All right, chat. We are 0-1. Not off to a great start. Oh, yeah. Maybe we should keep brewing with Throne of the God Pharaoh. I like that card. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Match number 2. That's better. Oh, this hand's kind of rough, chat. Doesn't help that Tameo doesn't doesn't station our lab ships either, you know. I think we're going to chuck one Labship back. We'll keep the Rebuke and the Tamios. I want to make sure I hit all my land drops. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Boom, boom, ba, 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 da, da, boo, doo, ba, ba, boo. You know what we haven't played with is, what's that? Restore History. Chat, you know Restore History? Is that the card? Or Reconstruct History? It's like 4 mana and you can get back one of each, like, card type. Is that what it's called? Ooh, I like that. Is it called Reconstruct History? Yeah, red and white sorcery. Return up to 1 artifact, 1 enchantment, 1 instant, sorcery, and a planeswalker from your graveyard. So you can get 5 cards for 4 mana. But it's red white, which is spicy. I wonder if we could do something like that. Almost like a Seasons Past kind of shell. But in like Mardu maybe? Or Esper. But has 4 mana going. Hopefully we can rebuke whatever they're about to drop on us. I don't think I really care about Waste State Battle Mage. Mox Amber is good. Is he playing Chalice? No, he's just playing second Battle Mage. Let's Mox Amber. We'll play Synthesizer. We'll play Mistvault, and then we'll swing here so we can still hold up Rebuke plus Clue. Not looking good here, though, chat. I think this deck's just not doing anything powerful enough for Historic. The creatures are cool. We'll rebuke that. Just get to smack us for 4, though. That doesn't feel great. Is it worth us flipping Tam here? Oh. Interesting. We do get to bring in 3 Consigned Memories, and I think we're going to bring in the Demonic Junkers, too. We can also bring in the Tidebinder Mage for, like, Labyrinth and stuff, but I'm not really sure why opponent conceded. I'm going to drop an Emery. I'm going to drop a Tameo. I want to keep Baleful Strix in, so we'll probably drop some 2-drops. Let's drop another Emery. And probably, no, let's keep 2 Emerys. We'll drop 2 Labships. Why did opponent concede? Did they have to go and they're just going to concede this one too? Or are they just somehow not? Ooh, sounds great. This is a turn 2 Landlord Navigator online. Or he has Chalice from his sideboard. Or not. Okay. Be right back, chat. Whoa. We need to get Thought Knots here? No. Cool. Play Landlord Navigator. See if he's gonna do that. No. I was gonna say, is he gonna exile in response, but it doesn't seem like it. Thought we were gonna get K commanded there. He has a ton of mana. We do find that. So let's play Golbez. We'll hold up Consign to Memory. And we get double tokens here. As well as a Scry. We'll chuck the Mox Amber out of there. We'll keep a Verge. I'll draw that. Play it. Do I want to just map? No, we'll hold on to the map token too. We'll try and see if we can get Golbez up to a 8. Help speed up our clock a little bit at least, if we can keep milling things. Yavimaya Coast, 7. He's got 7 mana for something. Why do I have 2? Oh, I guess we can do it twice. We can counter that, and then maybe counter the. Oh, okay. All right, opponent. I don't know what they're doing over there, but that's okay. We'll take that. I think they were fine. All we did was counter their micro spawn. I don't know why they left us. Chad, I don't think we deserved to win that game. I think the opponent was just fine. But who are we to say? Who are we to say? Chat, really not feeling going to work again, you know? Sure. Interesting hands. Thopterus will play well with Labship. We need our Tameo removed? We are. Interesting. A lot of control tonight. Ooh, I do like me some Landlord Navigator. If we draw a land, we can Landlord plus Thopter. It's a good draw. Can I play this Navigator? Can I play this Thopter? Can I swing for 1? Borrowers are okay, interesting. Brazen Borrower. Might not be the normal control we were thinking they were. I want to play this Labship instead of the Thopterist. And then we're gonna crew with the Navigator. We'll turn this Thopter into a 2/2. Opponent, what are we doing? Opponent, please. Look at these little Tameo. What do you call those? They look like a Funko Pop. What are those called? When they make like tiny cartoon versions? I never remember, chat. Alright, let's swing for 3. See if he removes our Magpie. He does not. Sweet. Find a blue source, which let's just hold up Metallic Rebuke. But we've been running into a lot of Supreme Verdict lately. So I am not confident in our ability to keep our board for the next turn. But we do have double Magpie, which feels pretty good. It's definitely... Oh, okay. We'll swing all. Could be a Wandering Emperor, too. to draw a couple more cards. Find second Navigator and Emery. Is it worth us trying to play this? This might be our downfall, because if he counters this, then we don't have Rebuke up. But if he counters this, that also tells me he doesn't have the Verdict in hand yet. But, I mean, easily could have drawn it, yeah. But that's okay, because we do have Thopterus plus Navigator here. I want to go blue, black on that. And then we can crew this with everything. We can throw a counter on this. I'll take a Baleful Strix. And we'll turn Amber into a 2/2 and swing. Labship plus our artifact lands at least gives us some consistent damage against board wipes. And now we get to find a Thopter and a Strix, so let's go Thopter first. Let's go Baleful Strix. Draw. We're gonna keep crewing our little heart out. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna turn on this Mox Amber. Swing for 6. Brazen Borrower. He's gonna kill our Mox Amber. We'll throw it on the Strix, doesn't matter. Keep another Strix on top, I like that. If opponent finds a board wipe off the top, if it's not like a Wrath of God, and he has a land, we can no longer rebuke anything. But we do have Labship plus. This makes it so he can't pay for the board wipe. But he does get to mark something. But he's dead to our Labship token. Not our token, our Labship creature. Okay, so he's more like a... It's kind of like a weird flash build. I don't know. I think we're just going to bring in our own... We saw a little bit of graveyard stuff. We're going to bring in that. We'll drop some Emerys. I kind of want to bring in Demonic Junter. Doesn't seem great. He's really only playing Borrower plus whatever. We didn't see any Planeswalkers yet. So we don't know if we necessarily need Tidewinder and Needle. It's a good chance they'd be pretty good, but we'll leave them out and see if we can take it to a game 3 if we need to. Oh, sorry, I'm like vibrating the microphone. Bum, 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 ba, da, 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 bum. A lot of one-landers. This hand's pretty good. Maybe chuck back the Cannoneer. Keep a Crypt up too. Actually, I'm dumb and I should have done that. Turn 2, we could have got a token. I'm distracted, chat. Let's play Thopterist. See if he gets countered. Labship does good work against control decks. Being able to constantly make 2/2s is pretty sweet. Opponent keeps 1 on top. Passes back. Plays something there. I would have liked a blue source off the top, but let's see if we can land this Navigator. Sure it gets countered. Archmage's Charm, yes sir. We'll play out our Thopter. We will crew this, and then we'll turn our Crypt into that. We'll swing for 3. Pass back. Opponent plays Divine Purge, hits our lands, which sucks. We find second Thopter. We'll play Mox Amber. Pass back. God, I hate Divine Purge. I should know by now that it's like, you know, obviously part of the metagame, but you always hate to see it, especially when you're playing artifact lands. I'm gonna get marched here. Yes, we are. Opponent is running out of gas, which is good for us. I think I just want to play the Thopterist. See if we get a counter spell out of him again. We do not. Wandering Emperor to kill our tap Thopters is pretty good, though. Alright, so we should definitely bring in the Tiebinders. Probably should have brought those in from the start, but now we gained a little more information. Bag of Holding is not a good card advantage engine, sir. Let's play Thopter. Let's play Crypts. Yeah. You're gonna counter my Tormod's Crypt? Does that mean you snap in hand? Probably. Maybe we can get this Copper Cannoneer down. He's playing regular counterspell too. Good to know. Kind of not doing too well here, chat. Do we just want to go straight to game 3? He's got an Anchorage to fire up. He's going to start buffing that. Yeah, let's throw game 3. Let's bring in the Needles. Especially if he's playing Bag of Holding. Jesus. And we'll bring in the Tidebinder. Do we want anything else? I don't think so. I don't think we actually need the Flood Maws. On the play, is Crypt going to be that relevant? If he, especially if he's only... I mean, he countered it, but... Seems like he's only playing it for snaps. Let's take him out. Knowing that, we're going to see like Tameo game 3 and all sorts of other stuff. And we're just going to cry. We're just going to cry. Ooh, sure. Interesting. Chat. Should we have Mulligan so that we don't get Divine Purged and our entire lands destroyed? The answer is yes. Did we do it anyways? Also yes. We're gonna get purged and it's gonna suck, chat. It's gonna suck so bad. Oh my god, it's gonna suck so bad, chat. He can't Dovin's veto us, which is pretty cool. Oh my god. How good is this gonna feel for opponent, huh? It's gonna feel really good for them. And we will concede to the Divine Purge. Watch this. Oh! Oh, God. Why do I do this to myself? Chat, this deck doesn't feel very good. I think we might cut that there. I don't think this is doing anything Let's play one more. Let's play one more. I think the other one was better. The blue steel list was much better. I think the main problem is that all of these creatures that we jam take an extra turn to actually do anything. You know, Ornithopter, we get it on the next upkeep. Like, Landlord, sometimes we can do it the turn he comes in, but, you know, usually we get the map token when he swings. Or Tameo, we have to swing. And Emery, we have to wait a turn. And Golbez is pretty good, but I think the creature suite is very synergistic, but not fast enough to keep up with the rest of the format. And like I said, we've been facing a lot of control. A lot of control. Which doesn't do much for us. Doesn't help our case very well. Maybe after this we'll play a few games of Slivers and then just call it a night. So slow. Opponent's on the play too. We'll try it. This will be our last one with this deck. I'm not impressed. And I'm the one who brewed it. And we get Thoughtseized. Ooh! Oh! I'm tired, chat. Sorry. Also, still not completely sold on Labship. It's been nice, but same thing with Labship, right? It takes a lot to even get it going. We're probably going to get our Navigator removed. Undercity Plunder. You can have my other Navigator. And I'll let you take something. Baleful Strix is good, but doesn't help us at the moment. Let's see if we can find a land off this Navigator. We do not. Not good for us, chat. Get Liliana the Veiled, sack the Navigator. Thopterus is fine. Doesn't do a whole lot for us, though. I'm feeling these tunes now. For sure, Z's. One plays a tap Blacksaurus. We are going to discard what? Cannoneer? I think so. Unstoppable Slasher. Ayo. I mean, we have unlimited blockers here, but stuck on 2 lanes. He discarded his Thopterist. Oh, we have to edit this. Opponent is going to make us sack our Thopter. Chat, this doesn't feel like we're going anywhere. Let's go game 2. We're gonna bring Tidebinders and Needles in. I don't know if we want the Junkers. Maybe. Oh, chat. Our okay. Our sideboard is drawn. Cool. Arena, I love you. Thank you. Don't know what happened to it. but our sideboard is gone. We don't need it, chat. We don't need a sideboard. Sideboard's for losers. And we're losers, so I guess we do, but that's okay. Opponent's taking their time. Maybe I'll watch a movie after stream. I don't know what I want to do, chat. All right, let's have a better hand. This is better. This has things that do things. We'll start with an island. We're gonna get Thoughtseize turn 1. JK, we're so good. Let's name Liliana of the Veil with this right away, because it's annoying. And then we will, what? Gem Baleful Stretch so we can hold up Rebuke. Seems good to me. And then, ooh, okay, I like that. So you're gonna kill my Baleful Stretch? Sure. I'm not gonna waste a Rebuke. Maybe a slasher from opponent here. Yeah. Chat, am I good at this game or what? Let's throw Thopterus plus Navigator and pass back. But I see these do nothing, right? We're just sitting here doing diddly squat. I'm gonna let my opponent hit me. We'll go down to 10 or 9, I should say. He is playing Waste Not. Does he have an extra discard spell to go with it? Like a Plunder? He has an Edict. We'll take the Navigator out. Give me any artifact. That's not an artifact. But we will play it nonetheless. We do get to smack him for 1. And then hopefully turn this Navigator on. We'll counter whatever he plays here. Block. He attacked first. Makes me feel like he may have like Damnation or something. Toxic Deluge. Who knows? Or just a couple pieces of removal. Rankless Prank. Yeah, we'll counter that. Good for us. Cool. Play that. Play this. We will swing all. I'll get rid of that Golbez. Create a map. Chuck that in the yard. Chuck that in the yard. We don't need it. Boom, boom, boom. Do I want to draw a card? Yes, I do. A Rebuke would be sweet. That's not a Rebuke, but it does give us another Scry. We'll keep a Rebuke on top. End of turn, we get to bring Stretch back. Seems good. And then we get to make a Magpie. We can still get Damnation. We can still get Deluged. Oh, I have to, I'll do that in a second. See, when we have like our full, if you can survive a turn with all your pieces, the deck's pretty sweet. Problem is, You have to actually get to that setup point, which sucks. We'll investigate and scry. Don't need the Tameo. We'll draw a card. Tidebinder's great. Do we want to flip the Tam? Or is it more worth us getting the artifact every turn? I kind of want to flip the Tameo. Needle is good. Let's name Castle Lockthwain. Get... Ooh, we can just dump that in the yard. And bring it back with Golbez. And then we'll hold on to this Rebuke. Like, against the other pretty, like, fair decks, I think we do just fine. I'll just discard Cannoneer and give him another creature. We can block his zombies pretty fairly, especially with Tameo out. Plus, we have this Tidebinder end of turn. Swings the Slasher, the Hash Slinging Slasher at Tameo. Swings the other ones at us. I don't know what opponent's game plan is here. I think we're just gonna keep doing this. I mean, we could trade out a zombie, so I think we will. Okay, GG. Let's go game 3. I really like the way we sideboarded. Floodmaw might be okay. If we want to bring in like one, but I don't really think we need it. Needle felt fine. We'll just send it back, same thing. We didn't see any, we saw some removal, but we didn't see any heavy board wipes. Oh, we do have to... I want to figure out Lord Servant's deck, too. You can find replays of things on Untapped, right? Let's see how much of his deck we actually saw. Hand's not the worst. I don't mind this. Oh, the whole, no, let's just play the Moxenberg. It doesn't even matter. Surprised we needed it destroyed on turn 1 there. Maybe a waste not setup. No, just a plunder. We'll discard a lands, and then we'll just let him do his thing. Let's play the Stopterist, and then we'll crew here. Next turn, we can, if the Stopterist survives, we can just drop a Cannoneer, right? But we might get Liliana turn 3. Yeah, Blood Chief's third says. Makes sense. Rebuke's good. Do we want to... Oh, Tiebinder's really good. Let's just hold... Yeah, let's crew this But we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna attack that turn. We'll hold up Rebuke. There's an Edict. Yeah, we'll do that. We have Tidebinder for Liliana. We're just throwing Cannoneer. Never mind. This is too good to pass up. We're not gonna do anything with that. This doesn't untap, right? No, just becomes a 2/2. Can you imagine if this untaps something so you could swing? It'd be incredible. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. And then we'll turn on the Mox Amber. I'm feeling confident here, chat. Maybe we'll just finish out the... Do I just finish out the league? Probably. He has to block here. It'd be funny if he played Toxic Deluge and then we flash in Tidebinder end of turn. If he kills the Cannoneer, but I think we're fine. GG. Chat, we'll finish out the lead. We'll draw one more match, and then we'll save the stupid we'll save the stupid sliver deck for next stream, which will be Tuesday. Chat, maybe I should start streaming during the day on Sunday, because by the time, I mean, this is a longer stream. We'll probably go about 4 hours today. Oh. We'll be on the play. What do we got? 1 land, Tam. Not feeling it. 2 lands, Cannoneer, Navigator. Sure. It's better than what we had. We might be a little light on lands, too. 22. We're kind of curving out into 3, but, I don't know. Plus Mox Amber. We're probably fine. It's probably just the Shuffler being the Shuffler. Chat, our recent decks are so bad. I'm just looking at our like untap numbers. They're so bad, chat. Like this one, we're 6 and 6. Plagon-Oracle, we went 3 and 4. Blue Steel 4 and 4. I was playing it earlier. Greeny Weenie 7 and 8. Loxabots 2 and 4. Stormhail combo 8 and 12. Mock Slivers 1 and 2. 3 and 6. Jesus. Mono Green Bottle 7 and 2. Let's drop a Navigator. What is this? Needle Spires. When was the last time you saw Needle Spires, chat? Never. Are we against Boros? A Boros player playing Manlands? Fanatical Firebrand. What is going on, chat? What is happening right now? That was a good draw. Well, it doesn't matter. Another Labship in the yard is pretty hot. We're just gonna crew and pass. Hold up a Rebuke. Rebuke's a good card, chat. Rebuke is a good card. Baffle Strix. What else we got in the yard? Anything? Second Synthesizer. Actually, let's snag that Synthesizer. And then we can crew this one. And just submit for 0. We get Cannoneer next turn. Off these Synthesize, and then we can swing. So you can kill my Strix. Does he know I have Emery? Ruby Battalion. Chat, what's our opponent playing? They're on something wild. I just get to keep replaying this. Drawing a card and then jamming a Cannoneer. We're gonna crew that up to 8. If we top deck another if we top deck a Landlord or something, we can This is goblins? What are you playing white for? The world may never know, chat. We can also just crew that. It doesn't matter. Let's turn this into a 2/2. Swing with both of these for that. And then we'll station that. So we can swing with 2, swing an extra 4 damage next turn. So we kind of basically have to top deck a lands. He hits us for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10. Tameo is decent. He tapped out. Him for exacties. Cool. Alright, so opponent's on a weird ass goblins list. We're gonna bring in the Junkers and we're gonna bring in the Flood Maws. Rebuke's probably okay, but not like incredible. As is Cannoneer. Baleful Strix I think we'll keep. Like, we really only need, like, 1 Cannoneer to seal the deal. We'll probably drop a Synthesizer and a... no, we want Tameos. We didn't drop a Landlord Navigator, though. We don't have too much to actually jam against aggro. Which kind of hurts. We don't know how big, like, he could be... If he's playing Cranko and stuff, like, obviously our sideboard... We should have brought in, like, Tide Miners and stuff. Sure. It's a slow hand, chat. Thopterus off the top's pretty good. Also sucks that he's playing Firebrands. You know, so much of our stuff dies to Firebrand. Landlord, Strix, Thopterus, Path of Metal. What a gamer. Jeez Louise. Play our Thopterist. This is if it we'll play a Mox. If it has something, right? Whenever you attack with 2 creatures, yeah, okay. And then it flips into something that just deals damage and blows things up. Yeah. Get lost. No, you get lost. Funny enough, that lets me Cannoneer this turn. Thank you. Seer Slicer Goblin. Gotcha. Let's Strix and draw a card. As I drop the thing next to me. Let's see to the Synod. Let's see if we can get a counter on this. Oh, I guess I'm sorry. We could have played Tameo. I am making all sorts of mistakes here, chat. It's a little late for that to come into play here. So we'll put him to 13 with a 2/2. Death Toucher on board. I should have Tameo'd. My mistake. I wonder, I mean, is he's just playing it for Path and Get Lost? Is Path of Metal even worth it? You're not really trying to... I mean, it's good reach, right? You can deal 2 damage every turn, but it doesn't seem like very good. Whoa, one's playing by force. Very spicy. Not even Meltdown, you know? Let's do this, and then he's dead in 1 turn, right? Because we have second Misfault for next turn. Chat, what have we learned? Cannoneer is just a good card. And if we don't die right here, then... I mean, he could easily just muchless us. He's gonna get lost us. Dang. He's gotta sack most of his board, though. He's gotta sack his whole board. He should have swung with Goblin first so he could keep it. Yeah, kill my Cannoneer. You got it, Super Chief. Demonic Junter is a great draw. Let's see if we can get some counters on this. I'll take a Baleful Strix. We'll draw it, and then we can flip Tam. Do we want to flip Tam? I think so. Thopterus is fine. This also hedges against Seer Slicer Goblin and stuff. Fanatical Firebrands. Maybe it'll kill our Baleful Strix. Nice. I feel you, Frozen. Everyone's playing something different these days, eh? Let's throw a counter on this, hopefully. Don't give me a land, or give me a land, whatever. Do we have anything we want to get back? No, we're just gonna keep pumping. We'll play our Mox Amber. But yeah, we played Sorin on Thursday? Or my internet went down. It might have been Tuesday. My internet went down on Thursday. Unfortunately. Goblin Trash Master. Yeah, you got it. We'll junker it. GG. GG. Alright, chat. We actually, we kind of turned that one sort of around. We went 3-2. Not the worst in the world, but, not great. Not very impressed by this list. But, yeah. Just playing a lot of Synthesizer Brews today. But, yeah, I don't know. Hey, guys, you saw a couple games there where just, like, you get these up and running without any interaction. And they're great, but, you know, most games aren't like that. If you can't deal with interaction, Metallic Rebuke is not enough. And these are just kind of too slow. Landlord's, like, okay, especially when you're playing Mox. But, like, Thopterus and Labship have been kind of so far. At least Baleful Strix replaces itself, and if Golbez can at least last till the end of turn, you can get a creature back. But, not impressed. Emery's not really doing much in this deck besides buying back Baleful and tap a Cannoneer, and that's what Golbez does. So, you could probably drop this, but I don't know. The sideboards, whatever, didn't really matter too much. But the main deck just isn't as strong as I'd like it to be. Kind of just dirtles a lot, which is fine. That's what we're here to do. We're here to test and see what works and what doesn't. But this was not what I was looking to do. So 3-2 on that one. The original Blue Steel list we played was 4-1. Surprisingly, I don't think we faced anything crazy in terms of matchups. So whatever. We did see Lord Servant's deck that was so sick, which is actually what we were trying to check out here. That was with Blue Steel, right? Can I see my matchups? Oh, yes, I can. View deck played by opponent. We saw most of it, huh? Maybe I can put together some other stuff based on that. But we should, besides the Burgeonings, I should have most of Servant's deck. So maybe we'll try and play that on stream. Except I'm never gonna be able to play it as well as Lord Servant, but oh, we also don't quite know their sideboard. I'm sure we can piece it together if we look for it. But this deck was super cool. I want to definitely maybe mess with that off stream first, see if I can figure it out. It seems like a lot of lines, but yeah. Do I think Labship synthesizer is very good? No. Is it synthesizer Labship or Labship synthesizer? Synthesizer Labship. Not very good. Not super impressed. It does pair well, just like any other, like Smuggler's Chopper. It pairs well with Throne of the God Pharaoh and the Blue Steel deck. But I think at the moment, a little slow. A little slow for the format in general, these kind of shells. Affinity is just straight Affinity is better. But, anyways, I'll probably write up about Synthesizer Labship for this week's article, just because that's what we played so much of. So you can, you know, I kind of just told you the main points, but you can keep an eye out for that on Thursday. And then we'll be back, hopefully, Tuesday evening. We got a lot of mythics, so we might craft some Tezzerets. Might craft some Tezzes and maybe play a little, oh, we already have 2. Let's craft the other 2. Might play a little Tezzeret Cruel Captain and play some Tezzerator again. That might be fun. These seem like they curve real well together, don't they? Like, you can turn 3 this, turn 4 this, make a thing, put a counter, and then turn 5 play regular Tezzeret. That seems pretty good, chat. Seems pretty good. But anywho, as always, thank you for stopping by stream. We had a nice long one today, almost 4 hours, because I started a little earlier. But I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday evening, and I hope you have a good start to your week. Thank you again for tuning in. Always love the support I receive and the chat we have about the historic format and Magic in general. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!